Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
Once upon a time, somewhere at the North Pole, there lived Santa Claus. He didn't live alone, of course, but in the company of his cats, his reindeer, and his beloved elves. As Christmas approaches, preparations are feverish. In the elves' house, the machines never stop working.
Ho 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 ho! Come on, my elves! We only have a few days to fill all the children of the world with gifts and joy.
The village post office has received thousands of letters from children asking for the gifts they want. Santa Claus and his reindeer are carefully reading all their wishes. While also checking the lists of good and naughty children. In Santa's village, there was a little reindeer who was different from the rest as he had a big red nose. His name was Rudolph. This nose, besides being red and large, was also bright and often shone. The other reindeer made fun of him for this peculiarity, without thinking that they were upsetting him.
Have you seen what a big red nose Rudolph has? Isn't that very funny?
Poor Rudolph had no friends and was very sad. When the other reindeer were playing hide and seek, they didn't want Rudolph as his nose was bright and he couldn't hide. One day, Santa Claus put out an invitation and invited all the reindeer to choose who would lead his sleigh on its long journey. For the reindeer, it is a great honor to drive the sleigh. Excitedly, they saw the sign and went to the meeting. All except Rudolph. He preferred not to go and stayed home, as he didn't think Santa Claus would choose him with that bright red nose. So, Santa Claus chose the strongest and most capable reindeer to drive his sleigh.
You, my good reindeer, will drive my sleigh this year to take presents to all the children of the world.
Those reindeer who had not been chosen to drive the sleigh would do other work that the saint had assigned to them. The only one who would not help was Rudolph, who had not gone to the meeting. So while everyone was involved in the preparations for Santa's trip, he just watched from the windows. He was really sad.
I wish I could help with something. I want so much to be useful.
When New Year's Eve arrived, everything was ready. Santa Claus had put on his costume, the sleigh was full of presents, and the reindeer were ready.
Go to the observatory to see the weather. Is it snowing too much?
Yes, Santa Claus. I'll be right there.
Reindeer went up high on the mountain to look far away with binoculars. But he didn't like what he saw. The fog was very thick, and it would have been impossible for the reindeer to see. He ran to tell Santa Claus the news.
Santa Claus, the fog has covered the whole world. It is really impossible to travel.
Oh! This has never happened to me before. What are we going to do now? We have to find a solution immediately. We can't delay the trip. The children are waiting for us.
Confused, Santa Claus approached the window to see the weather for himself. In the thick fog, he saw a bright red light somewhere in the distance. He immediately ran into the forest to see where this light was coming from. When he approached, he was surprised to see Rudolph sitting.
Rudolph, I think your help will be very useful to us. You will come with us on the journey and light our way with your nose.
Really? Will you take me with you? I don't know if I can make it. I've never traveled.
Don't be nervous, little man. You'll be fine. Let's go inside because we're about to start and I don't want to get my uniform dirty. Ho, 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 ho!
Indeed, in a little while, everyone was ready. The sleigh was full of presents, the reindeer were strapped on it, Santa Claus had taken his place, and of course, Rudolph was first in line to light the way. After a while, the reindeer began to run. And the sleigh was lost in the clouds. Rudolph's red glowing nose helped them see through the fog and led them safely over the houses of all the children of the world. Thanks to Rudolph, that New Year's morning, all the children woke up and happily found their presents under the tree. When they returned to the North Pole, all the reindeer cheered for Rudolph and his bright red nose, which helped them carry the gifts.
Well done, Rudolph. From now on, you will always drive my sleigh.
Rudolph was now not only not ashamed of being different, but he understood that this made him special. From then until today, every New Year's Eve, Rudolph drives Santa's sleigh around the world.